Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about something that belongs to all of us. Something we inherited from our ancestors and must preserve for future generations. I'm speaking about the cultural heritage of our beloved hometown here in Indonesia. Our cultural heritage is not just about old buildings or ancient artifacts sitting in museum. It's the living, breathing essence of who we are as a people, our tradition, our art, our language, and our values. But in this reply the modernizing world, we face a critical question. How do we keep our cultural heritage alive and vibrant? Understanding what we have. First, we must truly understand and appreciate what makes our hometown unique. Every corner of Indonesia has its own treasure, whether it's traditional dance form, distinctive cuisine, local craft, historical sites, or indigenous language. We need to document and study these elements. We cannot protect what we do not know, and we cannot share what we do not understand. Education starts at home. The most powerful tool for cultural preservation is education. We must integrate our local culture into school curricula, not as a boring obligation but as an exciting exploration of identity. Imagine studying learning history through the stories of our local heroes, studying art by practicing traditional crafts, or understanding music through our ancestral instrument. When young people see their culture as relevant and valuable, they become its natural ambassador. Leveraging technology and social media. We live in the digital age, and this presents unprecedented opportunities. Social media platforms can transfer how we share our culture with the world. Short video showcasing traditional cooking methods, Instagram posts featuring local festivals, or YouTube documentaries about our artisans. These digital stories can reach millions. We can create virtual tours of heritage sites, develop apps that teach traditional language, or use augmented reality to bring historical moments to life. Community engagement and tourism. Cultural tourism, when done responsibly, can be a powerful force for preservation. We should develop tourism initiatives that are authentic and sustainable, where visitors don't just observe our culture from a distance but participate meaningfully. Homestay programs, cultural workshops, traditional marketers, and festival participation can create economic incentives for cultural preservation while fostering genuine cultural exchange. But let's be clear, tourism should serve our culture, not the other way around. We must never commodify or distort our heritage simply to please visitors. Supporting local artisans and practitioners. Our cultural bearers, the dancers, musicians, craftspeople, and storytellers, need more than our admiration. They need our support. We can create cooperatives that help artisans market their work, establish fair pricing for traditional crafts, and ensure that younger generations see cultural practice as a viable livelihood. Government grants, private sponsorship, and community funding can make the difference between a dying art form and a thriving one. Creating cultural space and events. We need space where culture and can flourish. This might mean renovating traditional performance halls, creating cultural centers, or simply designating public space for regular cultural activities. Regular festivals, weekly art markets, monthly traditional performances, these recurring events create rhythm in community life and give people reason to engage with their heritage consistently. Collaboration and partnership. No single person or organization can preserve culture alone. We need partnership between government agencies, educational institutes, NGOs, business, and community groups. Museum can collaborate with school, local business can sponsor cultural events, and universities can conduct research that informs preservation efforts. Adaptation without losing a sense. Here's something crucial. Cultural preservation doesn't mean freezing culture in time. Culture has always evolved and it must continue to do so. The question is whether we guide the evolution consciously or let it happen haphazardly. We can adapt traditional art forms to contemporary context, blend traditional and modern elements in creative ways, and find new expression for ancient values, all while maintaining the core essence of what makes our culture distinctive. Taking personal responsibility. Finally, promoting our cultural heritage begins with each of us individually. We can speak our local language at home, prepare traditional dyes, attend cultural events, buy locally made crafts, share stories with younger family members, and practice traditional customs. Every time we choose to engage with our culture, we cast a vote for its survival. Closing. Our cultural heritage is not a relic of the past, it's a bridge between where we've been and where we're going. It gives us identity in a globalizing world, wisdom in uncertain times, and beauty in our daily lives. The work of cultural preservation is not easy and it's never finished, but it's worth doing because when we lose our culture, we lose a part of ourselves that can never be recovered. So I challenge each of you today. What will you do this week to promote and preserve our hometown's cultural heritage? Will you learn a traditional song, share cultural post online, support local artisan, teach a child about our tradition? Our ancestors kept this flame burning so we could carry it forward. Now it's our turn to ensure that flame continues to light the way for generations yet to come. Thank you.